How's it going, everybody? Texas Man here. I hope that you guys are all having a spectacular day. If you guys could please give this video a thumbs up if you guys do enjoy it. Subscribe, of course, if you guys have not already. Also, do me the biggest favor of all, hit that bell notification button, select all for all notifications so you guys don't miss out on future content. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the possibility of getting a new Star Wars trilogy. Enjoy. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. As of yesterday, at the time of recording this video, you can find from multiple sources, and I am looking it up right now here on Variety.com. Kinberg, best known for writing and producing several of the X-Men films for 20th Century Fox, including 2006's The Last Stand, 2011's First Class, 2014's Days of Future Past, 2016's Deadpool, and 2000's Logan. He has been confirmed to be working on Star Wars Episode 10, 11, and 12. It does confirm also in this article on Variety.com that this trilogy has been confirmed that it is in the works to be a continuation of the Star Wars saga, taking place after the events of Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, with Kylo Ren, Rey, Poe Dameron, BB-8, and Finn, and all that craziness that trilogy caused to the Star Wars fandom. And it is supposed to possibly not just be a trilogy, but the beginning of a new saga, which means, for anyone who doesn't know English, means 6 movies. Now, what is interesting is that I wanted to talk about, do we really need Star Wars 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15? Do we really need those movies? Like, there does come a point within a franchise itself that a franchise just needs to stop existing. Now, what I mean by that is I don't want it to be like, oh, it just disappears and you can no longer watch it. Because if that was the case, we wouldn't be able to enjoy older Star Wars. We wouldn't be able to enjoy older Star Trek. We wouldn't be able to enjoy older Doctor Who, just for example. What I'm saying is, I don't think the Star Wars fan base at the moment is, as a whole, ready to move on and just completely forget the disastrous implications that Star Wars 7, 8, and 9 had. Okay? My personal opinion as a gigantic Star Wars fan, I love Star Wars. I love the original trilogy. I can still watch the original trilogy on my VHS. I'm using my VCR. Okay? I love those movies. I remember just binge watching the heck out of those movies Friday, Saturday, Sundays when I was really young. I love those movies. They're good. They're classic. They're wholesome. They're family. Entertainment. Okay? And that's all that film and TV shows should be, along with music, of course. I don't think we need Star Wars 10, 11, 12. My personal opinion is that what they need to do, Disney, they need to get George Lucas back on set. Okay? They need to get George Lucas back. Or they need to give the rights to George Lucas. They need to get George Lucas involved in Star Wars somehow. Okay? I mean, George Lucas even handed Kathleen Kennedy and the rest of Disney scripts for his vision for what 7, 8, 9, and 10 episodes, respectively, were going to be. Okay? Now, I'm not saying they were going to be good, but it would have been of the headspace, it would have been the vision of the original creator of the franchise, and Disney would just get to basically reap the benefits of purchasing the IP, and then they could do whatever they wanted on Disney Plus with Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett, Clone Wars, Rebels, Ahsoka, show, whatever. They could do whatever they wanted, but I think they should have gone with the scripts that George Lucas provided them for episodes 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then be done. Be done. Not do Rogue One, not do Solo, not do all these other bizarre one-off projects. Now, I'm not saying Rogue One's bad, but I'm just saying, like, come on, put your money into something that's actually tied somewhat to the Star Wars franchise a little more than just being a spy espionage thriller. What we need as a Star Wars fandom is to eliminate from canon Force Awakens, Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker. If you like those movies, I'm happy for you. The more I have watched that trilogy, the more I've come to hate it. Like, don't get me wrong, the original trilogy is top tier diamond class, okay? It's better than gold, it's diamond. The prequel trilogy has its problems. I'm not going to dispute that, okay? It has its flaws. But it feels like Star Wars, even if it's campy, cheesy, and cringe at times, and just a meme fest for 2.5 hours. I'm looking at you, Revenge of the Sith. But those movies are memorable, whether it's for the good or the bad. It's still fun entertainment. No one in their right mind that is a true Star Wars fan can say that about 7, 8, and 9. A lot of people compare Force Awakens to being just a basic reboot of A New Hope. Basically, The Last Jedi is a 3-hour version of The Empire Strikes Back, but backwards and worse. And The Rise of Skywalker is Return of the Jedi, but dumber. And brings back the Emperor because they killed off Snoke and didn't give him any proper backstory in the last 2 movies. Don't understand that. Waste of a character. What needs to happen is they need to bring George Lucas in, make 7, 8, and 9 not canon. Now, what that means is that when they make it not canon, you can still access it. You can still watch it. You can still purchase it, DVD, Blu-ray, 4K. You can still watch it on Disney+. But it needs to be part of like a separate timeline. And that could be done possibly, given the events of an episode in Star Wars Rebels Season 4 with the whole time travel event and multiple dimensions and parallel universes. That stuff does exist in Star Wars. It doesn't just exist in Star Trek or Doctor Who. Star Wars has dived into time travel and all that other nonsensical sci-fi stuff. It has done it thanks to Disney. So Disney does have a scapegoat to make Force Awakens, Last Jedi, and Rise of Skywalker not really exist and it not be canon, and it can be its own separate little trilogy hiding in the background for those people that really, really love it. But the main canonological story that takes place after the Battle of Endor in Return of the Jedi would be what George Lucas wrote for episodes 7, 8, 9, and 10. And they need to make those. Now here's the thing. This trilogy, if it actually sees the light of day, because if we know anything, Disney/Lucasfilm is great at announcing things and then canceling them immediately. Don't ask me why, but seriously, think about it. Ever since The Rise of Skywalker ended 5 years ago, can you believe it's been 5 years? Wow. But think about this. In the last 5 years, we've had numerous video games be announced, canceled. We've had numerous TV shows announced and canceled. We've had numerous movies and movie trilogies announced and canceled. Okay, we were supposed to get a Rian Johnson trilogy already. Hasn't seen the light of day. We know for a fact that they're working on a Mandalorian and Grogu movie, and that's supposed to be coming out in 2026, possibly 2007. We're also supposed to be getting another movie set sometime in the Star Wars universe in 2027 or 2028. So, we know we're getting 2 movies, but it's going to be a couple of years before we get those. So this trilogy, possible saga of 6 films, probably isn't going to see the light of day, if it actually happens, until at least 2028, because they're not going to want to release multiple Star Wars movies in the same year. Disney just won't do that. It's just not going to happen, whether you like that or not. It's just not going to happen. So, that's my thoughts and opinions. I don't think we need episodes 10, 11, 12, or 13, 14, 15. We need a reboot. We need Disney to be like, hey, we're going to make some good Star Wars stuff and make you happy. And I think they're heading towards that direction, given the backlash of the trilogy they made, and given the fact that The Mandalorian show, the Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka. It seems to me that the Disney Plus shows, they are making episodes 7, 8, and 9 not canon. It seems they're going in the direction of the extended universe, which is not canon at the moment. It seems like they're going towards the direction of the extended universe in the books, in the games, in the stuff that George Lucas allowed to be written by other people because they were big Star Wars fans. It seems as if, though, Disney might, if they can get rid of Kathleen Kennedy for once in their life, and everyone else involved with her team that supports your stupid ideas of how a franchise should be run that's called Star Wars or anything else involved. Disney needs, and I hope, moves forward with those scripts that George Lucas gave them. They've still got them somewhere. They've got them somewhere in some secure underground bunker somewhere on planet Earth. They have them. George Lucas didn't keep them. He gave them to them, okay? They're gone. Bye-bye. Disney has them. It's up to them to have more than 2 brain cells to be able to realize we should use them. Okay? It's really simple. It's not rocket science. So, that's my thoughts and opinions. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. Have a wonderful day. May the force be with you always.